Now, our key passage for today is taken from First Thessalonians 5, chapter 5, and we read the two verses here. First Thessalonians chapter 5, whoever says can read chapter 5, we read 16 to 18, two verses here. 16 to 18.
Say, rejoice always and pray without ceasing. Be able to thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ.
Yes, in everything, give thanks. In everything, give thanks. That is the will of God for you. Somebody say, tell your neighbor, that is the will of God for you. That is the will of God for you. God did not say until when you have rice in your pocket, in your house, before you say thank you. In everything, give thanks to God. In everything, either in tough times or the sin of abundance, give thanks. And that's why I use this title today, particularly in this place of adversity. It is a time for us to thank God. Thank God earnestly from our hearts. Because God is a merciful God. God doesn't like ingratitude. Even you as a human being, you hate, you detest ingratitude. When you do something for somebody and the person does not appreciate what you are doing, that's a sign of God that is doing. And you as a human being, you don't like it. How much more our Heavenly Father? How much more our Heavenly Father? You see? So, gratitude comes early when everything is going well in our life. We can't say that that's not supposed to be. That in all situations we find ourselves, in all things, we should give thanks. Because the Bible says that is the will of God for us. And if we obey that, then things will work out. That is the word. It's not my own word. That is God's will for you. That in all things you give thanks. And as you give thanks, the result will be coming. Let us focus less on the things that we don't have. Let us focus less on things people have not seen yet. Let us focus less on the issues that are of concern for us. Now, we know presently in the country there is an economic downturn, but that will not be our focus. Our focus will be on God, thanking God. It's not on the economic downturn, because God has power to change it. God has the power to change it around. So that will not be our focus. To thank God, yes, we are still alive, even though we are not getting all that we are asking or what we are expecting, but we still thank God because we have the life. And that's the spirit of dependence, that you are depending on God. And that also shows that you are demonstrating the presence of God in you. Secondly, it increases your trust. See, when you thank God, it increases your trust in God. Thirdly, it brings the joy into your heart. It brings joy. And that's why I said earlier, when you start thanking God, you tend to relieve yourself in the shame of some of the bodies, of some of the things that you are thinking. You get relief. Joy will come to your heart. Fourth point of it is, it reduces anxieties. It reduces anxieties. A lot of people have problem of anxiety. They are so anxious about everything. And that also creates additional burden for them. It creates problem for them, either in medical aspect. By the time you start thanking God, you are reducing what is the anxiety. And when you reduce anxiety, so many other problems will go. There are a lot of issues that are associated with anxiety. You see, some people so anxious that they have what they call anxiety disorder. And that is a problem of the soul. Because at no point they say anything good in what God is doing in their life. Nothing to appreciate God, nothing to take time to appreciate God what He has done, and then even appreciating Him for what He is going to do today or tomorrow. But each time was so anxious, the anxiety is what is killing some people. Some people die because they are so anxious about things. But the Bible says, you should not be anxious, but in all things, with thanksgiving, supplication and thanksgiving, let's present our request. With thanksgiving, let's present our request. That's what the Bible says. The Bible does not say, no, just be anxious and no. That is not what we are expected to do. That is not what we are taught. And that's not what the Bible is saying. At any given time, let us reduce the amount of stress on ourselves. As we go into the life of thanksgiving, some of these things will be going on their own. All this anxiety, all this pain disturbing you about and all these things. You see them naturally, they are going down. And that's why, and as you do that, it increases their trust in God. It increases their trust that God will deliver you, and it's only God that can do it. No man can do it. Whether you are happy or not happy, that will not solve the problem. When you have problems and then you are angry and all this, at the end of the day, the problem still remains. But you also have the option to go to God and seek His face, and seek the face of God. You see? And seek the face of God. Now, we look at two aspects in which we show gratitude to God. Gratitude comes early when everything is going well in our life. We show gratitude when things are going well. We show gratitude when things are not going well. Although this is a hard thing, because I know that people don't want to go into the contrary. When things come the other side, no, people don't accept it easily. But what the Bible is trying to do is that we show gratitude whether things are going on well or not. And that's the implication of at all times, in all things to give thanks. In all things to give thanks. And we saw this one in First Thessalonians 5:18, which we read earlier. That the Bible says in all things to give thanks. You see? And this includes both and bad times. This all things, in all things, includes both good and bad times. It didn't say it's only when you're happy or when things are going on well with you. Alright? So sometimes we experience trials, pains, but God has not said He's going to explain. God has not promised to explain why we are going through that. But it's something that certainly will come. Trials, pains, and temptation will come. But God does not say, oh, or God does not promise us that, okay, this is the reason why you are going through this thing. But what the summary is that in all this, we should give thanks to God. We should look unto God that is our helper. That God will deliver us from whatever predicament we find ourselves. God has chosen you as His son. So anything that happens to you, it affects God. And before anything will happen, God knows ahead of time. But God also expects that you take some part. You also take some part yourself. You need to participate. You don't need God now, you need something. God knows yes you need it, but you need to open your mouth, isn't it? Or you go to somebody and you want something from that person. There's something that you know what you are asking for, but the person still expects you to say, this is what you want. You have to declare what you want. And that is the type of participatory aspect that God expects from us to do. God expects us to present things to Him, not depending on our own ability. That's what God wants to say. In all things, acknowledge God. In all things, acknowledge God. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't say that you are an expert. Even if you are an engineer, when you are building a house, you still ask God to lead you. Because if you want to use your own knowledge, it may not work. You ask God to lead you. Even though it was not you ask God. No matter the training, no matter the expertise, you still depend on God. Because God can give you one idea. God can give you one idea that will make that house to stay. God can even help you to eliminate any mistake. That's why sometimes when you see buildings, sometimes they slow it down. Because it's not well structured. But God can help you to prevent that aspect. The second part of it is we look at it in Ephesians 5:20. Ephesians 5:20. Ephesians 5:20. I think it's always giving thanks. Always giving thanks. In all things, give thanks. Then Ephesians 5:20 says, yes.
Give thanks always for all things to God, the Father and the name of our Lord Jesus.
Yes. You see? we are asked to thank God for all things that never include anything contrary. All things, all things. But our mind do not go to those that are contrary. Everything. Our mind has never gone to those that are contrary. You see, all things. But there are things that are contrary to your expectation. And you are still expected. You are still asked to give thanks in that thing. Because God promises, what is the promise of God? That He's going to work out things for you. He's going to make out everything good for your sake. That's why when you see those ugly aspects of the contrary, God is saying, in all things, He's going to work it out for you. He's going to work things for your good. Alright? Can somebody read Romans 8:8 there? To give us a clear interpretation there.